Life is a confluence of happiness and sorrow. Happiness and sorrow keep coming into our life like sunshine and shade. Despite knowing this, we become hopeless in times of sorrow. We feel that there are thousands of sorrows in our life, but in reality, there is only one sorrow in life. And what is that sorrow? Through this insightful story, we will understand what is that one sorrow and what is its solution. Before I start the story, if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, then subscribe to it quickly. So let's start the story. A man named Vinod lived in a village. He was very disappointed with his life. The reason for his disappointment was that he had not yet become successful and had not been able to do anything in his life. His family used to taunt him, and whenever he went out, people would ask him, "What are you doing, brother?" He would not have any answer for this. He would bow his head down in shame. Slowly, he started hiding his face from the people. His pain is so big. He felt that he was a burden on the earth, that he could not do anything. He must die. He used to sit alone, crying and blaming God. One day he saw a monk, Guruji, in the city, who was giving his discourse on sorrow. Vinod was also listening to their talk. Guruji was saying that sorrow comes into our lives to make us learn something. When the sermon was over, he told the Guru that sorrow does not go away by teaching something, but by giving pain, and that pain is so big that even death seems very small in front of it. The Guru asked, "Child, what is your sorrow?" Vinod told all his problems to Guru and said that, "Don't you have any solution of my sorrow?" Guru smiled and said that, "When there is real pain in your life, then only come to me. I will solve it." Saying this, Guru left from there. Vinod wondered, "Is my sorrow not real? Hey, someone asked me how much pain I am suffering. I am the clumsy one who came to this monk. When my family members don't understand my sorrow, what will this monk understand?" Troubled by his grief, Vinod took a decision that now he will become something and show to the world. He started a small business. In the initial days, he did not get success, but after a few days, he started getting some success, and then he picked up the pace. He became a big businessman within 2 years. Now, the people around him and his family members were very happy with him. Everyone started praising and respecting him. The number of his friends was increasing day by day, and he was very happy. Then, some of his friends advised him that he should expand his business even more. When he is so happy to be a big businessman, then imagine if you become the biggest businessman in this city, this state, how much you will have. This thing sat in Vinod's mind, and now he has decided that he will become the richest person in this state. To get rich quickly, he did something which was not right. He borrowed a huge amount of money, and to earn more profit, he spoiled the quality of his goods. He kept doing as his friends told him. He started plotting against other traders, and now the peace of his life has gone somewhere. He used to have sleepless nights. Despite having everything, he was not happy at all. One day he was going somewhere, and on the way he saw the same Guru's hut. He goes to the Guru and starts saying, "Guruji, you had told me to come to me only when real sorrow comes. I am very sad. All my happiness and peace have been lost somewhere." Vinod told everything to the Guru. Guru asked him, "When you met first time, even then you were sad. What did you learn from that sadness?" Then Vinod said that, "I learned that nothing happens by just thinking. To make your thinking come true, you have to work, and nothing happens by just doing work. It is necessary to take the work to the last stage. No matter how many obstacles come the way, one should always keep moving forward by having faith in oneself." People give importance only to the successful man, no matter how good the rest is. Guruji smiled and said, When real sorrow comes into your life, then come to me. I will solve it. Vinod thinks in his mind that real sorrow. What is that real sorrow? But he did not say anything. Vinod presented a pitcher full of gold coins to the Guru. The Guru said to dig a pit under that tree and bury this pot there. It's none of my business. Vinod did the same and left from there. Slowly, Vinod started facing loss in business. Slowly, his money started decreasing. In the end, a time came when he was in a lot of debt. But he was sure because he had taken the loan from his friends only. He thought that his friends will not ask for money at such a time. But this did not happen. First of all, his friends started demanding their money, and when Vinod could not give the money, they also threatened him to kill. Everyone went away from him. All his poverty was auctioned. He was left with nothing. Now Vinod has decided that it would be better for him to die. Vinod was about to commit suicide. Then he remembered that Guruji had told him to come to him when he had real sorrows in his life. Vinod went to the Guru and told the whole thing to the Guru and said that, Gurudev, please solve my sorrow. Guru said to come to me only when there is a real pain in your life. I will solve it. Vinod said, real sorrow, what is that real sorrow, Gurudev? Is the situation I am going through not the real sorrow? Seeing Vinod's condition, Guru felt pity. He dug a pit under the tree, take out a pot full of gold coins, gave it to Vinod and told him to come to him only when he is in real pain. Vinod got a little hope. He thanked Gurudev and went away with the pitcher. He started a business again and now he was happy even being a small businessman. Now he started working honestly and again became a big businessman. Now he was happy. There was only happiness in his life. But it is said that happiness and sorrow keep coming and going in life. Sadness came again into Vinod's life. His parents died on the same day. He loved his parents very much. That's why he was shocked by their departure. He was completely drowned in grief. Thousands of questions were arising in his mind while performing his parents' funeral. He got restless. He saw their wealth, for which they had been fighting till yesterday. Today, they are lying just like abandoned. There is no one to take care of it. Everything was over. His mind was getting very restless. He became very lonely. That's why he remembered Guruji and he immediately went near Gurudev. Seeing Vinod, Guru understood that there must be some sorrow. Vinod said, Gurudev, there is no sorrow in my life, but today my parents died and my heart is very sad. Guru said that, what is there to be sad in this? One day everyone has to die. No one is going to survive forever. You may also die tomorrow or today itself. Vinod said, Gurudev, what are you saying? I am very young. How can I die so soon? Then the Guru said, Dear, don't be under this illusion. Death and age have nothing to do with it. After listening to the words, Vinod quietly left from there. His mind was still restless. He was feeling somewhat empty. Thousands of questions started arising in his mind. What is he doing? What is he and why? What are we here to do? What is life? Is this life just to eat, drink, sleep and die one day? There was no one to answer his questions. His sorrow was increasing and finding no other way, he went back to the same Guru and told the whole thing to the Guru. The Guru smiled and said, Today, for the first time, real sorrow has arisen in your life. This is what deserves to be called sorrow. Vinod said, Gurudev, please solve my sorrow. The Guru said that all of us, throughout our lives, what do we keep collecting? Vinod said that Gurudev, all people keep collecting wealth, respect, love, family, friends, enemies, position and prestige. The Guru said, whether any of these, can you take it with you? Vinod said, "No, Gurudev, they don't take any of these with them." The Guru said, "Understand carefully that whatever we collect in this world, whatever we see in this world, we cannot take them with us. The only thing we should collect and see is ourselves. We have to collect ourselves so that when we die, we can be one and know ourselves. We are divided into love, hate, anger, cruelty, wealth, position, prestige, respect, identity, religion, caste, and thousands and millions of such lusts. We are living life in pieces. Our consciousness can never become one. Our energy power has been scattered. That's why we don't have that much time, we don't have that much energy to turn and look at ourselves. People who keep crying and searching for their solution throughout their life will never find their solution, because what they call sorrow is not sorrow at all. That's why here no one ever gets the solution to their sorrow. They just get out of one situation and get stuck in another. They always see a solution to every sorrow, and that is death. But that too is not a solution. That's why if you want the ultimate solution to all these, then collect yourself. Withdraw your energy from this world. Collect it. Focus on yourself. Know yourself before death. Vinod said, "Then Gurudev, should we leave this world? Should we leave money, property, love, family, everything? Shouldn't we have desires in life?" Guru said, "Our desires, wishes, lusts, it comes out like a stone falling from a mountain on which the mountain has no control except to watch and be troubled. When you have collected yourself, then whatever you do is under your control. Then your desires also emerges from your desire." Friends, we often question that, "Almighty, why there is so much sorrow in our life?" This question arises in the mind of all of us, and the answer is that God wants to take us to that ultimate sorrow, wants to take us to the greatest sorrow where we can know what is the real sorrow of the human soul. And that sorrow is not being able to recognize ourselves, not being able to recognize your power, not being able to collect yourself, not being able to control yourself. This is the sorrows in our lives. But instead of seeing this sorrow, we see all kinds of sorrows.